Okay.
Yep. It's totally
The broadcast is live.
We're a few minutes early.
Hello, everybody. That's okay. I have like 1,000 things to do today, so it's probably okay that we're a little early.
Okay. Good morning,
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody?
People have been chatting it up in the tailgate and crew. Very, very glad to see it. Always love that. Can I just say that the folks who have joined our Chicks on the Right Insiders group on Facebook, I love these people.
Yeah, you are.
So you know what they're doing last night? Do you know what they were doing last night?
What were you doing?
They were posting family photos.
Oh my God.
To share with each other. And I just can't. Like, I feel so much like this is going to be a repeat of the tight-knit group of friends that we created back in 2012.
Back in the day.
And I just love this. I mean, I love how close everyone's already getting in that group.
You know, it's funny because we did do that back in 2012, and those people are still friends. Those people, like, they hang out, they still talk, you know, they kind of do their thing. They've moved on from us. But they still like hang out with each other. It's really, we've created that. It's really we're very proud of that. That's really neat.
Oh my gosh. It's our favorite thing.
It is.
And it's growing. So we're up to like 304 insiders now, which is so exciting. And so if you haven't joined yet and you would like to, it is a special group on Facebook. It's like a troll-free space because there is a small cost to it. It's $4.99 a month to join, and then you're going to get exclusive videos from us from time to time, and hopefully some online events if we can figure out how that works. So
It's
we're going to be doing that.
People who actually love us and love the people in there, and they're there because of good reasons, and that's why. And that's what we love. That it's like a safe space.
Nice. It is. It is like, so safe.
It's like I hate to use that phrase because it's so liberal, but it's a safe space, you guys. It's safe.
And it's just, I mean, I love these people. And they're so nice. I mean, everybody in there is, you know, talking about why they follow us and what they love about the videos. And then they're sharing just stories about their own personal lives. And they're also asking for, I saw somebody asking for, like, advice, saying, have you guys gotten to the point where you just want to get rid of all your liberal friends because it's so frustrating? And that sparks some good discussion. It's just great. It's just such a great group. I'm just so happy about it.
That is awesome.
Happy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. It really is.
Okay.
So we got on this morning, and I was like, I go, you're gonna have to like carry me, Mock, because yesterday was just a hell day. I worked like a really, really long day yesterday. And it's like there are some days it's really difficult. I'm just going to be honest because I have a full-time job now. And so like there will be like a 12-hour day. And then I'm like, oh, my God, I have to like plug into politics because I used to be plugged into politics all day long. And so
your job.
As my job. And so now it's like I have to do like the job and then I have to go plug into politics and do that. And so it's like having two jobs. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. And so this morning I was just like, you got to tell me like what's going on. Cause usually I know what's going on. Today, I'm sorry. I feel like a bit of a slacker. And she was like, we're going to talk about Paris Hilton. And I was like, what? What?
I know. I wasn't expecting it either. But then I saw this headline where she did some interview with some person. It doesn't even matter. She's about to turn 40, apparently.
Oh, my God. She is not.
I know, which also freaked me out.
She is not going to be 40.
Yes, she's about to turn 40. And she's apparently been with this most recent boyfriend for 13 months.
Oh.
And, you know, she's calling him her soulmate, and it's super serious, you guys.
So serious.
So she told this interviewer.
You know what it is? You know what it is? And that's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
So the reason that she's making news is because she told this interviewer that, because the interviewer was like, how serious is it? And Paris was like, we talk about marriage all the time. We've already named our kids. Blah, blah, blah. But then she said, we've already gone through 2 rounds of IVF so that if I want boy and girl twins, I can have them.
Oh, okay.
And Kim Kardashian is who told her that that is even a thing. Hey, if you do IVF, you'll like have a bunch of, you'll have a bunch of embryos or whatever, and you can like decide if you want to have boy and girl twins at the same time. It's disgusting. It's
God.
designer baby. It's just, I hate it that is the reason she's doing it. Not because she's having any fertility problems, just because she wants to be able to have twins.
She wants to be able to have twins, to be able to have like a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, a pretty little Fiona.
I mean, can you imagine just being the kind of celebrity and having that kind of wealth that you're just like, I want to have made to match twins.
Right.
So I'm going to go through these complicated medical procedures to do it.
To do that. It's gross. It's completely
it's nauseating.
Gross. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna mess with God. It's like the island of Dr. Moreau crap. I'm just gonna mess with the man upstairs. This is what they do, right? They have no idea. They think it's totally fine. I want to say I can't believe that Kim Kardashian told her to do that, but I totally can.
Well, when you get your medical advice from Kim Kardashian, maybe you should reconsider. That's all I'm saying. Like, maybe that's not the best person.
You need to reconsider your whole life. Yeah. You just need to rethink everything.
I just cannot believe. I mean, listen, God bless people who struggle with fertility.
Totally.
I mean, I was one of those people, and I get it. I went through the whole, what was it? The Clomid. I mean, I did all the stuff. I did the intrauterine insemination. I did all that stuff. And I understand it. And maybe I would have gotten to a point where I would have saved money and done IVF back in the day. I don't know.
But not
for this.
But not because, but not in a way where you're doing it because you want designer kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's
it's
not
totally
why you do it.
Different.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's just not, that's gross. Also, you had mentioned, I think before we got on the air, about executive orders, because Biden yesterday signed his 28th executive order.
He's doing more. He just can't stop. He can't stop, won't stop. I don't like what is happening, and it's like, can you imagine if Trump would have done this? Like if he just would have kept signing orders and signing orders and signing orders and like just one after the other,
he would have been called a dictator.
Right. This is unprecedented, right? I mean, am I wrong? This is
no,
okay.
Especially this fast.
Right.
I mean, Trump signed several over the course of his presidency,
right?
But I don't even know if he hit 28 in his 4 years. I actually don't know. But in 6 days,
it's out of control.
Yeah, that he's literally leading with orders without any legislation whatsoever. And then I can't decide almost if maybe that's a good thing, because the legislation that they're talking about right now is terrifying. So there's this one, Tucker talked about it a couple nights ago, about this HR 1 that Nancy Pelosi is like the main sponsor of. And it's essentially, in a nutshell, the whole purpose of it, and it'll pass the House. I mean, I think it'll pass the House. I don't know about the Senate, probably so. If this becomes law, we're effed, because HR 1 is all about taking the power that states currently have over their own elections and giving it to the federal government. And the federal government just gets to run the elections and decide, we're going to have mail-in all over the country. We're going to have no IDs required. I mean, if that passes,
we're done.
We're
done.
Totally done. The only saving grace I would hope is that it maybe would get fought, and that the Supreme Court would recognize that is unconstitutional. The states have the right to run their elections. And so I can't even believe that this is a thing, but this is a thing. So
yeah, I can believe it now. I could believe anything at this point. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, God.
I mean, boys are playing girl sports now. Just I'm like,
true.
How do I even explain that to my 10-year-old? Like, seriously, I had the radio on this morning as I was helping her get ready for school. She's like, she wanted me to help her with her hair this morning. And so she's in the bathroom with me, and the radio was on, 93.1 was on. And Tony Katz, on the radio, who's on 93.1 in the morning, who was on the station that I used to be on with you, he was talking about that. And so she was like, I have questions. I mean, it's like she didn't say that, but I could tell like her face was like, what is he talking about? And so I kind of had to explain a little bit of the whole like, oh God, because she's a swimmer. And so I basically said, listen, there are boys who identify as girls, and those boys are going to probably, they're going to be in a position where they can at one point say, I want to play your sport, and at some point they may be able to say, I want to take your scholarship, and they're going to be in a position where they can do that if you are up for a scholarship one day. And she was like, well, that's not fair. And I said, yeah, it's not fair.
And then if 11-year-old gets it,
right,
I mean, it shouldn't be that complicated.
This is the thing. So I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, nothing, because they're lunatics. These people are lunatics.
Yep. Total lunatics. Biden is also considering, I saw this on the Daily Mail today, that he might start requiring those rapid COVID tests for domestic travel.
Oh my God.
Do you know how utterly paralyzed the airline industry would become if that were to actually happen?
Did he give a timeline, Mock? Did he give a timeline? Because we're going to be traveling in August for, and probably sooner than that, but our boy's getting married. And so, and I wonder about them, because they've been talking back and forth to us, because they're like, I wonder what's going to be going on with travel, because we want to go on a honeymoon. We're probably going to have to do it domestically, because we probably won't be able to travel anywhere internationally because of all this COVID crap, even in August, because I mean, they don't feel like they're going to be able to do that. But, I wonder what's going to happen with that.
I mean, the headline says Biden is, quote, actively looking at making COVID testing mandatory for domestic air travel, despite fears it would deal a hammer blow to the already beleaguered airline industry.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. It's like, it's okay. So it's the rapid test, but
I guess.
Right.
I mean, they're saying, because that rule took effect for international travel yesterday. So you have to have a negative test taken within 3 days of travel.
Okay.
And then I can't even imagine, like, there's so much domestic travel still. I don't even know that testing facilities would be able to keep up with that demand. And it's such a dumbass idea.
Exactly. And how do you do that? How is that administered? I mean, do you have to bring one to them? Can you fudge it?
Maybe they should just have dogs.
They should have COVID sniffing dogs.
That's what they're doing at the games.
But this is the thing. What happens if a dog sniffs it in the line, and then you're just like,
you don't get to go.
You don't get to fly. You don't get to go where you need to go. Could you imagine just the outrage of people? And what if it's false?
Right. Or what if they can, like, is there a difference between the virus and the antibodies for the virus? Like, what if you have the antibodies because you've already had it?
Because let's all face it, we all know that these tests are not always accurate.
Right.
They've been completely inaccurate on many an occasion. So what if that happens? If you're getting ready to take a trip that you spent $400 on that ticket, and then you're supposed to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like somebody's depending on you to be there, and you're getting ready to board a plane, and they're wrong about the test. Then what happens? Then you got lawsuits. You got all sorts of crap that's going to happen. I mean, that's a big mess waiting to happen.
I know. I couldn't believe that that's even being considered. That's just
crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
Right.
What else was I gonna tell?
And then Amy B made a good point. She goes, suppose dogs get COVID and then can't smell.
That's
Amy.
right. Yeah, because does that happen to dogs where they lose their sense of smell? They can't tell you.
How would we know? It's a great point, Amy.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Right.
I argued with Rob during the show yesterday. Because he doesn't agree with me that dogs could be trained to smell COVID. And I'm like, yes, they can. They can smell out all kinds of. They can smell out like a potential seizure or diabetic
cancer.
Episodes.
They can smell cancer. They can smell breast cancer, for crying out loud.
We fought so hard about this yesterday. I was like, I cannot believe. I don't even know.
Is something wrong with his head?
Well, I mean, he just did have the hair transplant, so maybe they
they punctured something.
Maybe they punctured something in his head.
Seriously.
Oh my God. Oh, I have other Hollywood gossip. Remember Elliot Page, who used to be Ellen Page?
Yes.
She just divorced his husband, right? No, his wait a minute.
His wife, the girl,
Yeah,
he divorced a girl.
Yes. She was
Ellen,
a lesbian, and then she became a trans man. Well, she became a transgender non-binary person. So I don't know what.
Still biologically a woman, but identifies as a man.
Yeah. So anyway.
And divorced the woman. And divorced the woman. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was, this was what, not even 6 months ago that they made this big announcement. And the wife, Elliot's wife was like, oh my God, I'm so supportive. And he's so brave. You know what I mean? It's all that stuff. And now
Are you serious?
Like, bye. Oh, yeah.
So is she really still supportive now? Or is she like...
Well, they both removed all photographic evidence of their time together from their social media accounts,
Really?
Except for the announcement. So, like, the wife kept Elliot's announcement along with her response to it, which was, oh my God, I'm so proud of her.
That's so weird. Why would you so you basically, you got rid of, this is so typical liberal crap. You get rid of history.
Yeah, exactly. Just whitewash it. Just pretend it didn't happen.
Pretend that history didn't happen.
Well, it's it's like they've already gone back on IMDb and changed the credits of Juno. You know what I mean? To show that it was Elliot Page instead of Ellen.
That's weird because it's a girl in the movie. Are you
gonna erase the fact that Bruce Jenner won the Olympics? You can't undo that.
Are you gonna make us think that was a dude in the movie because it was a girl?
She was pregnant.
Exactly.
What in the world?
Again, these people, lunatics.
I know. And they're like, you guys are science deniers.
Right.
Okay.
You guys are such science deniers and you're weird.
I mean, what in the hell?
What is wrong with you? You're so antiquated. You're just so antiquated. So old fashioned. Oh my God. It's a girl in the movie, you morons.
Right. I mean, that's the whole point.
I can see it. I have eyeballs. The hell?
Are you trying to deny that men can get pregnant? How dare you?
Yeah, I'm actually denying that. I'm denying it because science.
Right.
Good Lord.
So remember how a few months back, or I don't even know how long it's been now. Has it been a year since Linda Tripp died?
Oh my God, yeah. It's been, I think, over a year.
Okay. Well, she apparently had a memoir, and now it's being released posthumously. And it has so much dirt on the whole, specifics.
Oh, I want to read it.
I know. There's so much good juice in there. There's stuff that she talks about, stuff that Monica Lewinsky said about grabbing Bill Clinton's berries at inappropriate times.
She grabbed him by the You can't say that.
You can't say it.
You can't say that.
But that's the kind of dirt that's in there. It's salacious gossip, and I am here for it.
Totally here for it too. Listen, I'll tell you what. You buy it, and then I'll borrow it.
Okay, deal.
You get it all worn in, and then I'll borrow it from you. Yeah.
So I mean, Monica's got to be furious, but it's not like it's Linda's fault. She's dead. So I don't even know how that even happened.
It's like, what are you going to do? Get mad at Linda all over again? She's all sorts of dead, Monica.
So she died last April.
Yeah. I thought it was about, because I remember talking about this on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Post Hill Press who is publishing it, and so Monica can be mad at them if she's going to be mad at somebody.
Well, I mean, in her family, I would hope that her family would benefit a little bit from that, right?
Yeah,
she has kids.
True.
Linda Tripp probably has children. I know she has children. We talked about that. And she's told her kids about stuff like that, and she got to a place in her life where she had made peace with all that.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So there's a line from it. So Linda, this is an excerpt from the book where she says about Monica. She would gush that she had maneuvered into a position to grab his genitals with no one being the wiser, delighted to have given the big he a little love massage. God. She says, you absolutely won't believe this, but I squeezed his balls right in the middle of throngs of people, she told me in November, adding her trademark loud laugh, a guffaw that could be heard several offices away. That's the kind of stuff that's in this book.
Oh my God, I have to read it.
I know. I know.
Wow. Okay.
Update on the whole Claudia Conway debacle that happened yesterday. Holy crap. If you guys,
right.
that was happening literally real time during the show yesterday. It was insane.
That girl. Oh my God. Wow, you guys think that you have seen some teenage angst. Oh, damn.
Right?
She's just
out of control.
She's a walking nightmare, that one.
Well, the latest is that she's apologized to Kellyanne for accusing her of leaking a topless photo of her on Twitter.
And I can't with this family.
She's now saying, I believe my mom would never do that. I think she was probably hacked. And now we're all going to take a break from social media to work on our relationship.
Right. For
How
like a day.
How many times have we heard this?
I mean, they've taken a break like 14 times for like, I don't know, 3 hours. This is how long they take a break. It's so ridiculous.
And then she'll be back and showing her boobs on Twitter again.
I'm waiting for the day that Ryan Seacrest gives them a reality show.
Oh my God.
This is going to happen.
They probably should just do it.
They're going to get a reality show. I think that's what they're posturing for at this point, because it's just a clown show in that house.
Yeah. They're such an awful family. Because even if it's true that Claudia is really the worst of them and, her parents are fine with her, they're not fine, because there's tons of video where you can clearly hear Kellyanne calling her names that are just... I can't imagine calling a child of mine those names. I mean, it's just an awful, horrible family.
It's an awful family. And then you got George as your dad.
Oh, God. Can you imagine?
He's like a cartoon.
Yeah, he is like a cartoon.
Right.
That whole family is just disgusting. And then he was the one, it was close to noon yesterday where all of this drama was happening, and then he posted one of Claudia's TikToks and said, my daughter has asked me to release this.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you're a dad. Why don't you take her phone away from her?
Right.
You could have solved all of this really easily.
Both of them could have done that years ago.
Yep.
You paid for the phone to begin with. You pay for the house she lives in.
Yeah.
You pay for the clothes that she had. You pay for all that. You did at the beginning. You probably don't now because she's making money off of the stuff that you provided for her in the first place. So now you've enabled her. I mean, this is the thing. They have enabled all of this behavior. They did that.
Absolutely.
So gross.
It is. It's just vile. Absolutely vile. Miley Cyrus. I know this is a very celebrity heavy episode of our show today. But Miley Cyrus is getting flack from the LGBT, an LGBT, magazine.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to figure out which magazine it is.
Is it Out?
Out. Yes, that's exactly right. Out magazine is mad at Miley Cyrus because I swear to God, it's so crazy how the infighting. So Miley Cyrus said during an interview on Barstool Radio that she thinks girls are hotter than boys, and that she's after having obviously experiencing both sex with both genders. She just says everyone knows. I'm just going to say her quote, even though the words are naughty. She says everyone knows that tits are prettier than balls. That's what ended up making female relationships make more sense to me. So that's what she told the radio. So Out magazine is furious because they say that she is spouting TERF talking points, which if you're unfamiliar with the acronym, TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminism. I can't believe I know that. Oh my God.
How do you know that?
I have no idea.
I saw this story the other day. I didn't see the people being mad. I just saw her saying this, and I was like, oh God.
Well, apparently you're not allowed to. The reason that they're mad at her is because they're saying that she's engaging in something called gender essentialism, and so I don't know what that means. I know what some things mean, but I don't know what that means. And so she says, the magazine says, having a gender preference or even genitalia preference in who you sleep with is obviously not a problem, but to reduce dicks and balls to only men's bodies contributes to dangerous beliefs about trans women.
Oh my God, this is where we are. Again. It's just complete madness. It's mad. It's madness.
It's like I can't even believe the words that are coming out of my own face right now.
And there are people who are like, I'm so offended by that.
So when she's pissed off the LGBT community, I don't even know.
But see, they're offended by that rather than just being offended by Miley in general. That's the thing. That's what's so absurd. I mean, can't you just be offended by the fact that she's her?
And that she's taking up space in the universe?
Right.
That's what the problem is.
Right, and that she's wealthy beyond belief for doing what? For doing what exactly?
For twerking her chicken butt.
She got on a ball and sang that awful damn song, y'all. People gave her money for that.
Oh my God.
Damien says it best. These people make me want to kick a puppy.
Don't do that though.
Don't, Damien.
I love puppies.
Try to refrain because puppies are awesome. Don't kick kick a puppy or a dog. Don't do it, Damien. Come down from the ledge.
Oh my God.
Good night.
All right. So that is all I have.
Yeah, I don't listen.
That's all I've got.
That's the kind of day it's been, you guys. Listen, I also have to just point out that I cannot stand Jen Pasaki.
Oh my God!
I know.
Why
that
is she always sticking her tongue out? What is that?
Listen, I know that my hair looks like shit every time we come in here.
That is fake news.
But she needs to brush her hair if she's going to be up there. I just noticed that a lot. She just looks disheveled. Remember how beautiful Kayleigh McEnany looked every time she got up on that stage? Let's all take a moment. Just to remember Kayleigh. Okay? Can we all take a moment? It's like,
I will
remember you. I mean, she was just a vision. She was a vision, and then we got this Jen Pasaki who, like, I mean, I don't even like her last name.
Well, and it's pronounced Sacky. The P is silent. Because of course.
That's even worse.
I know.
That's even worse. It's Sacky.
Yeah. It's Sacky. Not like the Japanese alcohol, because that's sake.
We all like sake, but Sacky? You know what I'm saying?
I will say that I do love that she's taking questions from Peter Juicy, who always, he asks the actual questions.
But she doesn't answer the questions.
No, she dances.
She takes the questions.
But she doesn't keep the questions.
Right.
Props to anybody who recognizes that Seinfeld reference.
If you understand that Seinfeld reference, then you too should be in our insider group.
You should. Why are you not in our insider group?
Why are you not in there?
It's the greatest group of all time.
Right. You should totally be in there. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go do some work.
Yeah, you've got a busy day of things.
Why do you got to remind me of that, Mock?
You know what you need? You need this.
What?
You need the stress reliever. You need to grab this and just start doing this.
I do. I totally. Why didn't I come home with that? I need that right now.
You didn't take that home? Is it here?
I think
is yours
there.
here? Oh my God!
I don't think
I'll put it in your box.
I don't think I brought that home. That sounded naughty. I'm gonna put that right in your box.
I'm gonna find it and I'll put it along with your things.
You totally should. You totally should. I think you know what I need? I think I just need vodka. That's what I need to get through today. I don't think that thingy's gonna do it. I think.
Listen, it's very helpful.
Yeah,
don't diss it because it really works.
Big thing of Grey Goose is what's gonna help me with my day. Anyway, you guys bring it in.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. Bring it in. It's Wednesday, right?
Hump day.
It's Wednesday. Mock. Okay. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.